Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I haven't uploaded since January, so this is new. Apologies for taking such a long break in between this video and my last video, but I'm terrible at making videos. I have an assortment of videos planned I would like to make over the next few weeks, and if those videos do well, you will see more for the coming future. But I have nothing better to do for a little while, so I wanted to take some ideas I had and make some videos out of them. Hope you guys enjoy. This video is about the Trump cult, so without further ado, here we go. One of the most interesting situations currently plaguing American politics is this new Republican conservative Trump party. I'll try my best to be honest and nuanced here because I want this video to be taken somewhat seriously compared to some other videos I make in the past, but I want to have a nuanced take on Trump and the Trump party. I'm quite fond of belittling these people, but I will not do that for this video. Apologies. Now, those who associate with Trump have a love for this man that resents them. Trump does not like any of his followers. This is so obvious in the way he treats them. He's very adept at making those who like him have a reason to do so. That sounds dumb, but why do you like your political leaders? For a lot of us, it is they pass policy we like. Okay. He goes a step further with that. He plays perfectly into their own personal fears and has made them fall in love with what he represents. He's a fake populist. We all know that, right? And we know fear is a powerful thing. And when it's wielded by a leader, terrifying things can happen, as we saw with January 6th, which I could make a video about that, but it's been done to death. We all know what happened. We watched it live on TV, and yet people deny it and disagree and argue. It is the perfect example of the cult in action. It's a cult, end of story. It is a cult not just created about Trump, but by the right-wing media, mainly Fox News. Now, it's pretty easy to debunk the idea that January 6th was not an insurrection. First of all, there was weapons there. We know that. Look at the videos. Look at the data, okay? The people there wanted to slaughter elected officials, okay? Who has admitted this? Trump supporters. Okay, cool. Not Antifa. But, no buts. We know the data, guys. We know what happened. We watched it live on television. Stop. It was not peaceful. It was not Antifa. It was not any of those talking points. Again, live television. They say what the leaders tell them to say. Now, the left does this as well, but I point out the right in this scenario because it is verbatim. Tucker Carlson will say something. Who knows? Who cares? Don't give a shit. He says something immediately in the comment section of other news for the next week is that talking point. Reiterated time and time again. And yet, they call us sheeple. Interesting. Now, I would like to discuss Trump as the con man he is in this video, okay? I'm going to quote a few articles here. My first quote from an article is, quote, Trump has masterfully spoken to the grievances that cross many walks of life, offering Americans an outlet for their hate, pain, sense of loss, economic instability, or loneliness. And like most cult leaders, he offers them no real solutions to any of these problems. They're most pressing in their lives except one, love me unquestioningly. And it worked. He owns them and what they represent to this country. He owns the Republican Party in its entirety. And Fox News keeps them misinformed and trapped in this delusion. It is an endless, destructive cycle that is killing them as they refuse to get a vaccine that is safe and protects people. I won't make a video just about the vaccine in the future, but let me just say, for this little section of the video, the vaccine protects you from dying to COVID. 95 to 99% of cases of COVID deaths right now are unvaccinated people. This is the cold, hard data. If you're unvaccinated and it's safe for you to do so, you are purposefully endangering yourself just because someone told you to. It's scary that people believe these things. They deny basic facts in favor of a more safe, secure reality in which everything they believe is supported by their leaders and by the news they watch. Whether it be an insurrection or a belief that great economy created by Barack Obama was actually a terrible economy that he destroyed. This is completely unfactual and we all know it. They are numb to reality, and they are destructive to themselves and others. It's dangerous. To quote another article, when I talk about the cult Trump, I'm talking about a destructive authoritarian cult. This is defined by 4 overlapping components that I refer to as the BIT model of authoritarian control. The B in bite, or bite, whatever, BITE, stands for behavioral control. Then the I is informational control, thought control is the T, and emotional control is the E. My definition of an authoritarian cult is these 4 components are used to change the person into a mirror or a clone of the cult that is dependent and obedient. End of quote. This is exactly what Trump has done. The cult believes everything he says and everything that Fox News continues to spout. It is a perfect enigma of it, and it is just sad to see that much power being wielded by that man. Such a special man. I personally have gotten those who love Trump out of my life. I can't have an honest, truthful conversation with any of them, and maybe that makes me have a bubble. But how can I have someone in my life that hates my existence to the point where they will argue with me in restaurants, where they will make a scene because they believe a lie and want to harm others because of it? How do I, in my right mind, stay friends with them? And I'm lucky that all of my family aren't Trumpers. No one in my immediate family is a Trumper. But when you have a family member that is, they believe a con man, they believe complete and utter, easily debunkable lies. Because they've been brainwashed to do so. They've been brainwashed to the point where they don't believe basic facts you're taught in elementary school. It is to that point where elementary schoolers know this information, but they deny it because they're told to deny it. Now, they aren't the problem. The problem is people in power that have caused this, and the media organizations that continue to perpetuate this. And in reality, they are the ones that created Trump. Fox News created Trump. Now, saying this to people, they say that he lives rent-free in my mind, even though he's out of office. Yes, he controls the party, though. He controls everything you believe, and yet you disagree. They still believe that he won the election, huh? Interesting. It seems that 60 court cases, it seems like complete and utter BS, is more believable than how many people? How many professionals? No, let's just believe our dear leader. I make this video knowing full well I don't have a solution, and that the video will kind of jump here and there because there is just so much to discuss with this cult, and I can only go through so much in a single video, and keep the video short. You know, I can't waste all my time making one video. I need to go over a bunch of different topics at once, so not the best video I've ever made, but I think it gets the point across. And I also know that saying this won't matter. I can't do anything to this cult. I can't do anything to a Trump supporter. They are so entrenched in their lies that it's useless. It's sad, but it's nothing I can do. However, in this video, there are things we can do to help this situation. We need to stop the media that created Trump and his posse. We need to control those who speak lies constantly on television. They should not be allowed to do so. They do not have a freedom of speech to lie. We have the power to stop them, and we should use it. We are not suppressing someone's freedom of speech. We are stopping an authoritarian cult. It's different. And if you fall for their talking points, you're just playing right into their game, just like Hillary's emails. You're doing it all over again, and the media constantly does this. We cannot allow representatives to harm the integrity of our elections, to continue to entrench their own power and damage democracy. That is another thing. We must pass the For the People's Act. We must push our representatives to push back against these lies. We have to rein in the right-wing media and maybe even suppress some of it. It's the sad reality, but we might have to. Again, this is all kind of out there, and it's stuff that needs to be done, but people don't want to do it because it might not be politically beneficial at this moment in time. It is the best thing to protect our democracy from an authoritarian uprising that nearly won. Only won for 4 years, and they caused a lot of damage. We can't let them gain power again. If you enjoyed this video, please don't be a douche in the comments. I'm not going to edit this ending. That's too much work. Please be fruitful as well. Please don't be a douche. Just, if you're actually got this far, you probably are interested in some of the concepts in this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had a good time watching it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy my uploads again. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.